Hi, this is Arthur Carmazzi, best-selling author and currently ranked as one of the world's top 10 thought leaders in organizational culture and leadership. And welcome to the Experts MBA. Today, basically, we are going to be talking about manuals and how manuals can actually get you more business. Now, of course, can a manual really get you more business? Let me ask you a question, okay? Do you think that the HR managers, the training managers, the people who are deciding to get a coach, okay, and or a trainer, do you think that the decision makers compare you against anyone else? Well, of course they do. Okay, let's face it, that is a fact. Now, if you stand out, you have a better chance of essentially getting the job. So the question is, how well do you stand out? And let's see what are some of the average things that people do that, well, basically make them not stand out. The first question, of course, is, do you copy? Do you basically take some stuff from all of these different people and just kind of regurgitate it and kind of put it into some slides? And even worse, then you just get some really ugly clip art or pictures and stuff and you put them in there and then, you make them long so they kind of look distorted, like your kind of vision is kind of freaking out and stuff like that, okay? Because if you're doing that, you're not even average. You're kind of like down here. So don't do stuff like that because it's super uncool and it just gives trainers bad name, all right? So now, if you're average and maybe you copy and you actually have some, decent graphics on your slides and stuff like that, fine, at least you got something, okay? But then, if your manuals are just copies of your slides, well, then why have a manual? Why not just, make copies of the slides? It's not a manual, it's a copy of a slide. And if your slides have all of the information on them, the slides are wrong because people do not want to look at all of the information on your slides. And it takes away from you, the trainer. So, anyway, the thing is that if you are essentially copying, you are kind of in there with more or less the majority of people. Why? Because, well, they're copying stuff and they're just kind of regurgitating information, which, of course, information that can be found all over the internet for free. Okay, so now the question is, do you copy more? On top of that, a lot of times, most of the time, all of your slides, your manuals, etc. are actually black and white copies. Literally, they're just like, you get these things and you just kind of print them out in black and white. You stick them in some kind of a binder and there's my manual. Hello. Is that really cool? I mean, think about it. Okay? Would you keep that? Would you kind of look through it later? I mean, people just, the whole thing in black and white is just not so exciting. And it's even worse when the copies are not really very good quality. So let me ask you a question. Do you like color? Well, basically, so does everybody else. Now you're saying, but Arthur, color is expensive. I understand that color is expensive, but that's not the point. The point is, do you stand out? And is your manual enough to kind of like put you above other people? And not just color, okay, because you still have to have something cool. It's just got to still stand out, right? So, now the question is here, okay, does the color appear to have more valuable content? I mean, what's the perception of color? So if you got black and white, it basically looks like, oh, well, copy-pasted stuff that has been remade, and that's it. But see, the thing is, the moment you have color and it's designed nicely and it's designed in a cool way, immediately you get a higher level of respect. Ooh, nice manuals. Nice manuals means more professional, right? You're a little bit higher than the next guy. You're already starting to stand out. But does the manual have a learning advantage? I mean, that's really the question. Does it have a learning advantage? So, for example, stories and color actually influence memory performance. Okay? Yes, this is an actual fact. I don't have the statistics because on memory performance related to color, there's a whole bunch of studies out there, and anywhere from saying that it improves it from 23% to 40%, but it all depends on what are the circumstances and so on. So color does affect affect memory performance. And stories, we all know that stories improve memory performance. So let me kind of show you, okay, one of the things that we do here, for example, like these are some of our manuals. Now these manuals here are essentially modules within a bigger manual. So each manual essentially is one module or one chapter. And go figure, okay, they are actually designed in a cartoon way, see? So you got all of these different little manuals that are a story, they're a comic book, but they are teaching some very valuable concepts. In this particular case, colored brain, the way the brain literally translates and interprets the world around it, how the brain gets clarity, okay? And all of this and how that can be used for better decision making, for improving performance, for all this stuff. So this is what our trainers use. And of course, like, you know, here's another one where, again, you know, you've got the whole story thing going on inside. And these manuals make it very easy for people to follow, and it's not the same as the slides. Why? Because the trainers are telling a story in the process. Now, we use these manuals when we show people the kind of training that we do, and immediately, basically, what happens is that we appear to be an expert. So Larry, here's a question. Do you appear to be an expert or a pretender? If you're an expert, well, basically, you've got something professional. How professional do you look? Okay, when you show something like this, okay, you are literally looking like, whoa, and then you show these different kinds of slides. We don't actually use slides. We use Prezi that helps to tell a story. Okay, so all of our directive communication certified trainers and colored brain trainers are using all these tools, which basically helps them to get more business simply because the manuals have a quality and a additional learning advantage to pretty much most other people, okay? And so if you want to really develop your business, you gotta develop further your manuals, or of course you can also, you know, join our family and use our manuals to basically get more business. Okay, and of course if you'd like to learn more about the directive communication certification, go ahead and send us an email at support@directivecommunication.com. And for more videos on building your business as a trainer, coach, or consultant, please do go to experts.mba/TV. This is Arthur Carmazzi wishing you great success.